From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Prime Minister Mark Carney was in the United Arab Emirates earlier today, trying to spur more investment from the region. Carney told members of the Canada UAE Business Council in Abu Dhabi that Canadians are experiencing a historic transformation.
Canadians have become united in the face of the fundamental change in U.S. trade policy. That's their choice. That's their right. But they have fundamentally changed their trade policy. We've become united in the face of a more dangerous and divided world and in the face of the opportunities, but also the challenges of accelerating technological change.
Now, before leaving Abu Dhabi for the G20 summit in South Africa, Carney's office announced a $50 billion U.S. investment deal with the UAE, with funds flowing into energy, AI logistics, mining, and other strategic industries. A coastal community in central BC is in shock this morning after a grizzly bear attack left 2 people with critical injuries. 2 more individuals were seriously hurt and 7 others needed treatment at the scene. Now, the terrifying incident happened in Bella Coola, about 700 kilometers northwest of Vancouver, around 2 p.m. local time yesterday. The RCMP says the bear charged a group of elementary school students, and teachers tried their best to fight off the attack. Veronica Schooner says her 10-year-old son was among the crowd of children.
And I just picked him up, and he was already so traumatized. His shoes are all muddy, and I guess he fell. He hurt his foot.
The boy managed to escape the incident, mostly unharmed, but Schooner noted that 3 of his schoolmates were among those with major injuries. Over to the East Coast now, where workers at a long-term care facility in Atlantic Canada are joining their striking colleagues on the picket lines. QP Local 2007 says employees at Bayside Home in Barrington, Nova Scotia voted 100% in favor of a strike mandate. The union says it is fighting for better wages, increased recruitment, and improved retention initiatives. Workers at several other long-term care homes in the province have also recently voted to strike. The BC Provincial Court has sentenced 35-year-old Se-Wing Boaz Chan to 7 years in prison for his role in a violent 2024 home invasion in Port Moody. Court documents say the Hong Kong native was among 4 men who entered the home in April last year, where a father and a mother were waterboarded and their daughter sexually assaulted, all before being robbed of $2 million in Bitcoin. Now, the judge's reason for the sentence? Chan was recruited for the crime in Hong Kong by an unnamed acquaintance and was paid about 50,000 Canadian dollars. And finally, 2 men in their late 20s and early 30s are facing charges after 60 kilograms of cannabis resin was found in luggage at Calgary's airport last Friday. Police say airport security found the haul in vacuum-sealed packages wrapped in blankets inside 4 checked bags. Now, the estimated street value of the drugs was $1.2 million, and the suspects were believed to be headed to Sri Lanka. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Jake Gunsel scored 1 minute and 43 seconds into overtime to give the Tampa Bay Lightning a 2-1 victory over the Edmonton Oilers Thursday night. The Oilers allowing fewer than 3 goals in a game for just the 6th time in 23 games this season, and only the 2nd time since November 1st. Another contest going into OT saw the Columbus Blue Jackets outlast the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2. The Washington Capitals beat Montreal 8-4 for the Canadiens' 5th straight loss, Alex Ovechkin notching a hat-trick and reaching 907 career goals. Elsewhere, in the late games, Ottawa beat Anaheim 3-2, and the Stars doubled up on the Canucks 4-2. Over to the NFL, where the Houston Texans outlasted the Buffalo Bills 23-19. And finally, a couple of CFL extensions, the Montreal Alouettes inking a deal with kicker Jose Maltos Diaz, and the Edmonton Elks signing defensive linemen Robbie Smith and Jordan Williams. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.